The city will no longer issue vouchers to migrants to pay for food, ending a controversial program that had repeatedly come under attack by conservatives and others.
This pilot program in New York City, drenched in both humanity and controversy, distributed debit cards to migrant families staying in city-funded hotels and allowing them to buy their own food. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger following the breaking news for us. Josh?
Well, Bill, it's a program that, as you say, generated plenty of controversy, but now its absence may raise even more questions. The so-called Immediate Response Cards pilot program was designed to help feed migrant families who'd found themselves in New York with no way to afford food. The one-year contract provided what the city described as culturally relevant food to 2,600 migrant families, allowing them to basically buy what they wanted. A family of four with two kids under 5 got about $350 per week to cover food in a program the city said would actually save taxpayers millions a year. It also reduced food waste. You may remember the food the city had been providing in migrant shelters was seen as not culturally sensitive to the needs of some migrant groups, and it ended up just going to waste. For more than a year, the city was groaning under the weight of more than 200,000 asylum seekers. Officials say the migrant population has actually reduced lately. In fact, a massive shelter on Roosevelt Island is in the process of closing. In the meantime, Mayor Adams spoke on the phone yesterday with President-elect Donald Trump, who had vowed during his campaign to mass deport migrants. Aside from congratulating him on his win, though, Adams today would not say what they discussed.
I've never seen something revoked so quick in my life. So Donald Trump won, and then the next day these vouchers were ended. Now, how do I feel about this? I do feel like I myself, I'm from Jamaica. Now, I entered the country legally. I was a child when I entered the country, and I've been here ever since. I travel back and forth and stuff of that sort. But nonetheless, I myself would be considered, I am an immigrant, right? So I get being here as an immigrant and wanting a better life for yourself, wanting, you wanting the American dream, right? America plasters the big house, white picket fence, 2.5 kids, family. You plaster this message around the world for everyone to see, and to third world countries, right? To these different countries which are less developed than the United States of America. And these people, they want a better life. They want the American dream. So they rush here, they come here, they seek here, they do any and everything to get here, to grasp just a little hope of the American dream, right? So I get the aspect of why immigrants do come to America, looking for a better life. However, I do have to be completely honest. When my family migrated here, they didn't get a silver spoon in their mouth. They didn't get $350 vouchers per week for food. Per week for food. I live in America. I pay a lot of taxes in America. I don't get $350 per week for food. Excuse me? And again, I get a lot of the stuff. I get a lot. I get it. But you're an immigrant. Don't be a hypocrite. I'm not being a hypocrite. What I'm saying is we migrate here for a better life, but don't think that better life is going to come with a silver spoon, is how I feel. It doesn't come with a silver spoon, right? You have to go out there. You have to look for a job. You have to pay your taxes. You have to be an American if you want to live the American dream. You don't just get to sit down and get $350 checks every single week for food. There are Americans out there who are homeless. People who were born in America who are homeless, who are starving, who, you know what I mean? So, and I get it, I even feel wrong for saying this, but I do feel like I do love Biden. I do love Obama. I do love Kamala. But there are things that I'm a firm believer in fixing your own home before you go and fix other people's houses, right? They always say charity starts at home, right? Fix your own house before you go fixing everybody else's. Am I saying close the borders? Am I saying don't deport everyone? Am I saying don't let immigrants come to America? Absolutely not, because America was built on immigrants. America was built on immigrants. Am I saying that stuff? No. But what I am saying is when you are an immigrant, there is a story that comes along with that. And that story consists of fight. fight to get to where you want, just like every other American, not $350 checks a week. Now that's $350 check a week that the new NYC mayor, because I live in NYC too, that NYC Eric Adams, I think his name is, was peddling around for immigrants. I want to know where that money's going to go. Where are we going to put that money? Can we put it somewhere else to either better in the schools for the children, serving better lunch for the children, improving the neighborhoods, setting out the checks for people who assistant houses, because housing in New York City is $2,000 for something this big. Can we help out the Americans and not just sit on $350 a week that you were literally peddling out to immigrants? So now that we're not giving it to the immigrants, right? And again, you know, I feel kind of weird saying it, but where are we now going to put the money? Where are we going to put the money now, right? So we'll see what the mayor does, what he does next, but it does seem as if he is going to be working alongside Donald Trump, which is a good thing, I think.